Hey, this is Michael J. Welcome back to Old Iron for Sale, the show where we find classic American iron that won't break the bank. Coming in at number one on the list is the 1968 Mercury Cougar for $5,000. Here's a car that deserves way more respect than it gets, right? The Mercury Cougar debuted in 1967 as Ford's answer to the Mustang, but aimed at a slightly older, more upscale buyer. Longer wheelbase, more luxury touches, and a sportier image than the Thunderbird. The seller says it needs restoration, but the 289 runs with good compression, and the C4 automatic shifts through the gears. You know, this is a legitimate starting point for a Cougar restoration at a price that leaves room in the budget for the work it needs. The link can be found in the description. And speaking of Mustang, next we have the 1965 Ford Mustang for $3,000. It's a first-generation 65 Mustang, one of the most iconic nameplates in American automotive history. I'm telling you. Listed as a collectible restoration project at $3,000 or best offer. Details are slim, but the bones are there. If you got the skills and the patience, a 65 Mustang at this price is kind of a good opportunity that doesn't come around twice. Looking at the car, I mean, it's all there if you know how to work on body, and, you know, you can buy Mustang parts anywhere. You know, it's going to cost you a little bit, but if you're into Mustangs, this is for you. Next is the 1961 Chevrolet C10 short bed. This is a short bed for $4,000. The 1960 model was a turning point for Chevy trucks after a decade of the task force design. GM completely restyled the CK line with a cleaner, more modern look that collectors now call the Action line. This 1961 C10 short bed has a straight six, 4-speed manual, full set of rally rims, and what the seller calls really cool patina. The wood floor in the bed is gone, but that's an easy fix, and it is. At $4,000, this is a legitimate barn find. Link is in the description. All right, next, with summer on the way, of course, I'm speaking to those who live up north. I wouldn't touch a convertible here in South Texas. Ain't no way, man. Ain't going to happen. But we do have a 78 VW Beetle Champagne Edition. This is a convertible for $4,000. And like I said, if you live in the cooler regions of the country, this is for you. What'd they say? One of only about 1,100 of these ever made. White interior and fuel injected. 1.6-liter flat four built by coach builder Carmen. Fully restored, these things bring about $25,000 to $45,000 fully restored. This one needs a new top, a motor, some work, and body paint, but it comes with nearly new tires and a tow bar, so no trailer needed to get it home. Clean title, $4,000. Again, link is in the description. Here's a nice one, a 1963 Pontiac Star Chief for $4,500. The Star Chief was Pontiac's top-of-the-line full-size car through most of the late 50s and early 60s. Longer wheelbase than the Catalina, loaded with features and powered by the legendary 289 cubic inch V8. This is, by the way, the 289 two-barrel automatic with power steering, power brakes, and AC. 83,000 miles. Seller converted it to disc brakes and replaced all front suspension. Clean, clear title for $4,500. The Star Chief by Pontiac. Here's another decent one. It's a 1966 Ford Thunderbird for $3,500. Comes with a 390 cubic inch, 335 horsepower. I'm sure when new, seller says it runs, drives, and stops. It's time to move on. This can be had for $3,500. Uncle of mine had a 66 Thunderbird back in Los Angeles, California. Of course, we were kids back then, and man, we just thought the car was awesome. Somebody rear-ended his Thunderbird, and, well, that was it. Up next, it's a 1971 Ford Econoline van, $3,900. You know, it'd be neat to have someone fix this up, showroom new, get the family, you know, if it's a passenger van, get the family in there, just cruise around your city in a van like this and have everyone looking at you like, damn, look at that guy with his family in a van like that. I don't know, it'd just be something different. Runs and drives nicely. Fresh rubber on all four corners for $3,900 or best offer. You know, early Econolines, they have developed a serious collector following over the last decade. This is a clean, honest, and priced right van. You know, my brother gave me he handed me down a van just like this. It was an old Southwestern Bell van. Yep. After a night of partying, I woke up and it had so much play in the wheel that I rolled it over in Waco or Waco, Texas. Hey, next up is a 1972 Ford Mustang. How many of you all enjoy this generation of Mustang? Fat in the back and a little awkward looking, but my twin brother loves them. 72 Ford Mustang Coupe, 80,000 miles on the clock. Seller describes it as a complete project car with a motor that turns over. The 71 through 73 Mustangs are the big body generation that, divides Mustang fans. And thus the reason why I ask, are you into these kind of Mustangs? $5,000 for a complete car with a free turning engine is a project worth a look at. Do you like these? Leave your comments below. I'm curious. At number 9 is the 1955 Mercury Monterey for $1,750. You know, this is an oldie but a goodie, right? 1955 was a landmark year across the American auto industry. The year Chevrolet launched its small block V8. The year Ford went full on with the Thunderbird, and the year Mercury hit its styling stride with the Monterey. This is a four-door with the power steering and power brakes. Seller says it's been in storage over 40 years, all original and complete, except for one fender trim piece and one hood piece, possibly in the trunk. Good title. Asking $1,750. The 1950 Mercury Monterey. The link can be found in the description. At number 10, the 1966 Chevrolet Corvair for $3,500. You know, I keep seeing these and I keep coming back to them. My uncle back in Los Angeles had a 66 white. You know, as a preteen back in the day in Los Angeles, I thought these things were the weirdest looking cars as compared to my other uncles and my dad who owned Chevrolet Bel Airs and Impalas and Camaros. The Corvair was something else. 66 Chevrolet Corvair with the original flat six and dual carbs. The seller says he starts and runs it weekly. Good interior and glass otherwise. 60 years old and running. $3,500 for a Corvair that moves is a fair deal. 1966 Chevrolet Corvair. At number 11, the 1972 Plymouth Scamp for $3,500. This car has the 360 Magnum engine, the A904 automatic transmission, clean title in hand. $3,500 for a 1972 Plymouth Scamp. And our last one for today. It's a 1984 Olds Toronado for $4,500. I always thought that these cars were nice looking cars, along with the Cadillac Seville, back in the day. The Toronado is one of GM's most underappreciated engineering achievements. This one's looking pretty nice. Not a bad looking car for its age. This does have the 5.8-liter V8, 71,132 miles. Original miles, interior and exterior are amazing for a 42-year-old car. Sunroof, power windows, power locks, working AC and heat. This is the 84 Olds Toronado for $4,500. Hey, that's a wrap on today's episode of Old Iron for Sale. 12 classics, all under $5,000. Links to every listing are in the description below. If one of those cars speaks to you, move fast, because deals like these don't last very long on some of these cars. Hey, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our next episodes, and give us a thumbs up if you found something worth chasing. This is Michael J. with Old Iron for Sale. We will see you again next time.